Now I hear all this talk about this generation had this and that generation had that and whose was better, and I'm not sure who's right, but here's a couple things I know about my generation. One was we had great music. Now we didn't have unlimited access to unlimited songs. We had to buy our music on albums or cassette tapes. And listening to our music required compromise, skill, and patience. Compromise because sometimes you had to buy an entire album or cassette to get the one song you wanted and some songs you didn't. And skill because putting that needle down on exactly the song you wanted to hear took practice precision. And patience because rewinding or fast forwarding that cassette to get to your song could take some time. And if you were on 8-track, sure, you had 4 tracks you could choose from. But if you missed your song, you had to wait till it came up in the cycle again. And I know 8-track, 4 tracks to choose from, confusing. Maybe I should have added that to the list as well. And we had some amazing toys. And not all of our toys required batteries. Now sure, it took some practice to get good at them, it took a little bit of skill, but some of our toys also required some creative ability. Ooh, I like all the colors in that one. And we didn't have virtual reality, we had real reality, but we had it in 3D. Ooh, Jungle Cruise. And we had handheld games, but our handheld games didn't have HD screens. They had monochrome screens, and they only made a few sounds, but they were portable and we could take them wherever we went. And our video games were in arcades, where we had to show up with a pocket full of quarters and figure out how to make those quarters last all day. And we didn't have fancy controllers. We had joysticks and buttons and trackballs. Now, we couldn't spend all of our time in the arcade. On Monday to Friday, we had to go to school. And on the days we went to school, we needed to bring our lunch. And our lunch boxes had personality. Of course, they weren't insulated. They couldn't keep things hot or cold. But we did have thermoses that could do that. Now, it's true, those thermoses could only hold like 4 tablespoons of soup, but that was okay. And we had our healthy snacks like apples and raisins, but the snacks we really liked had cool names like Ho-Hos and Ding Dongs and Twinkies. We didn't drink coffee or Red Bull. We got our energy from the sugar in our drinks. And our drinks came in cool colors and flavors. And we needed all that energy because we played a lot. We played on the playground at school, we played outside when we got home, and sometimes people threw us the ball, like in football or frisbee, and sometimes we threw the ball, like in dodgeball or bombardment. And of course, all that playing could make us thirsty. And if we were outside, you drank from the hose. Now, we weren't always playing in our yard. Sometimes we got on our bikes, and we went to our friend's house, or we went to the playground to play. But no matter where we were, whenever we heard this sound, we stopped everything we were doing and went to go see that ice cream truck. And also we would go on vacation sometimes. And then to do that, we had to get in our cars. Now the cars we rode in back then, they didn't have airbags, sometimes didn't even have seat belts, and they definitely didn't have navigation. We had to rely on maps. So you had to figure out where you were and where it was you wanted to go and figure out how you were going to get there. And there was no online to book hotel rooms, make reservations, buy tickets. If you wanted to do that, you had to actually get to a phone book in the yellow pages, find the thing you wanted, figure out the phone number, and actually dial the phone. And you thought the music thing needed patience? I'm pretty sure back at this point in time, speed dial meant that your phone number was all 1s, 2s, and 3s. Thank you. Yep, that'll be 4 of us on Saturday. So I'm not going to say this about that generation or that about this generation. I'm just talking about my generation. Ooh, wait, better idea. Cue alternate ending. Thanks. Yep, that'll be 4 of us on Saturday. We'll see you then. So I'm not going to say this generation was this or that generation was that. I'm just talking about my generation.